Welcome to Whips in the Dungeon. We're going to continue our two-hand whip journey together today, and I'm going to show a couple of little different practice techniques. And these practice techniques, even though we're talking about two-handed whips, if you're not quite ready to throw two-handed, or you only have one whip and you're still working on single-handed techniques, the techniques I'm demonstrating in this video could be done with a single whip as well. So as always, thanks for watching Whips in the Dungeon, and we'll get to this. We've been working on improving skills, working with the offhand, and today we're going to throw both whips, but we're going to throw them one at a time. So let's do the forward figure eight with the right hand, and then we're going to throw it with the left hand. And then we're going to throw it with the right hand. And we're going to try to match that with the left hand. And as you can see, I'm better with my right hand than my left hand. If you saw the right hand, I was making a pretty nice X pattern right in the middle of the sheepskin. And my left hand is consistently over here and a little bit lower. So as I practice, I'm going to try to correct that. And there we go. That was a good X. I was happy with that one. That one not quite as good. But this drill is just to alternate the forward figure eight between the right hand and the left hand, and whichever your offhand is, I want you to focus more on that offhand and getting the pattern to be as consistent as when you throw with your dominant hand. And you can probably see as I'm throwing, this is getting better. This is going to take hours and hours of practice. You could do it where you throw two in a row alternating. Whatever it takes to get you from being bored with your practice and getting that mileage in with both hands. But this is just slow alternating forward figure eights between the right hand and the left hand, and we actually don't have both whips in motion at the same time. We're throwing one whip dynamically, we're resting it, and while it's resting, we're throwing the other whip dynamically to repeat the pattern. So if I turn around and face the camera instead of throwing at the sheepskin, that alternating forward figure eight, where we throw one side, the complete figure eight, and then we throw the other side, it would look like that. And as always, you're trying to replicate the control and the X that you're able to make with your dominant hand. You're trying to replicate that with your offhand, or some would call it their non-dominant hand. So hopefully you can see in the video the direct comparison between what you're achieving with the right hand and the left hand. As always, thanks for watching Whips in the Dungeon.